Okay, so tomorrow, Monday, July the 13th? Tomorrow, Monday, July 13th, I have to do a paint thing for a camp that is coming to the gallery, a youth camp that is coming to the gallery. And they reached out to us asking if they can do a field trip there, do like a social emotional learning field trip at the gallery. So of course, the procrastinist that I am, the procrastination queen that I am, I waited to the last minute to figure out what I'm gonna do. And so I've been looking at I looked at some videos earlier today and have a couple options, but now I'm thinking like, I don't know what to do because I don't know the age group of these kids. And that is very much of an important detail because I've worked with kids before and it depends on their age group how I go about this activity, because social emotional learning, especially in the arts, can be different for younger kids versus older kids. So I should have prepared more. I should have asked a little bit more questions. I have a couple of ideas, but again, it's like I don't know which one because I don't know the age group. I'm gonna tell you one idea. Hopefully they're like 5 to 7, 8, 9-year-olds or whatever that can like be really into the activity and like really paying attention and stuff. Because I feel like older kids are very nonchalant and they feel like they act like they like don't care about stuff. So hopefully it's like a younger, like 12 down or something. I don't know, but mind you, I'm gonna have 36 kids. Oh my god, 36 kids. Yeah, right. Okay. But I did find an option where it's like I can say like, find your happy place, like picture your happy place and have them draw it. And then I can like tell them to, would you put yourself in this happy place in your drawing and why not? Or just ask them like, see who, oh my god, I don't know. Okay.
And I can't wait to share it with you. First, she talked with the students about how when they get stressed or nervous, there are things that they can do to calm themselves down. They took a moment to sit and think about their happy places, and then they got to work drawing them. So
Okay, so I'm getting somewhere. I spent like maybe the past 10 minutes kind of writing an idea down and kind of visualizing how I'm gonna be talking to these kids. Like I'm envisioning the way I've set up for the day. Like I'm like standing up in front of them. Obviously, my back is turned towards the gallery walls. So like the kids are like looking at me, but they can also see the artwork on the walls. Ooh, let me add that to the plan. Like allow them time to tour the gallery. Yeah, duh. Okay. Okay, let me write that down. Allow. it. I'm gonna tour the gallery. Okay. First. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I've spent like maybe the last 10 minutes kind of like figuring out what I'm gonna do. At least for one of the ideas. I'm just envisioning how they're gonna come in. I'm envisioning how they're gonna be sitting. I'm envisioning like how the day is gonna go, what question I'm gonna ask. So I'm also trying to figure out how I'm gonna use my time, but I'm also just gonna let it flow as well. I have 2 hours with them total, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna use the most of my time to make sure that they feel like they got their time's worth. I'm hoping that this age group is like a good, what I said, 5 early, a good like 6 to 12, 13 years old. After that, I feel like it's OB. And luckily, when I work with kids, I had to write lesson plans. So that's how I'm going to attack this. Okay. So far, what I have written down, I feel like it's going to take a good amount of time. Because then I can easily like play some meditation music. I can have them do breathing exercises. I'm writing in questions that I can ask them as well so they can get involved. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. But I think this is good because this is also making me think about when I did work with kids. It's making me think about certain kids that I worked with that I knew. Like, there's a question in here that I'm gonna ask them, like, does anyone feel like they lose control of their emotions sometimes? And maybe ask them, how do you gain control again? Because there's definitely some kids that be losing they shit sometimes. So, and the world is tough. You gotta give them some grace because they're just kids. They don't know, some don't know how to hold control of themselves. And it's just making me think back on those kids that I've experienced, and like, oh, I'm trying to think of them while I'm making this lesson plan. And if they were sitting if they're gonna be there tomorrow, hypothetically, how would I talk to them specifically? How can I create something for them that they can use after this field trip? I know this is like going real deep, but it's only a 2-hour field trip. But hey, art is definitely one of those things that can help kids and young adults really like hone in on their emotions and really hone in on their mental health and stuff. So I'm really trying to take this seriously and approach this seriously, even though it's very last minute. All right. So I have 2 options. One, I feel like is more for the younger crowd, younger kids. Like I said, the original, like hopefully like 6 to 12 range. The other option, I feel like it's more for like high school, maybe like 15 and up type thing. It's way more in depth, way more layered. But both I think are really good options. And the first one, because we can go into detail, the first one would be like, just have them find their happy place, think of their happy place and drawing it. And it can just be a simple, like, I don't know, drawing themselves on a playground or drawing themselves at home or whatever. And then we can talk about like the colors that they chose, if they were choosing them intentionally. Let's see, what else did I write down? Ask them why they chose specific colors. Also discussing their colors that they chose in relation to mood or emotions that each color can represent. I think that will be a very good way to incorporate the fact that colors in the art world do represent different things for viewers, and then ask people to share, if they want to, maybe share something, their happy place. And then I saw a video on YouTube that said if there's anyone that would put themselves in their happy place drawing, and if so, why? Okay, and the second option would be to draw a circle, and inside the circle, this is your safe space circle. So inside your circle, you would draw your current emotional state, like not really current mood, but current emotional state. So it's like abstract, like you're just using colors to fill up the circle, however your emotions are making you feel. Use this space to color that, or to draw that, or shapes or colors. And then afterwards, this circle of color becomes alive, like it becomes personified, and we ask this circle different names and in-depth names, and in-depth questions and stuff. And yeah, hopefully it's cool. All right, here we're getting set up. I'm nervous. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. Okay, so we're gonna just set up the tables back here. I'm trying to figure out, it's gonna be 36 kids up in here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 round tables. Yeah, 5 round tables, and then we have 3 black round tables along here. So 3 people can sit at each table, I think, comfortably. So that's 15. And then, okay, I think that should be good though, actually. 15 at the round tables, and then we go. Or have like, we'll see. Okay. Because I have the chairs. So we have 11 chairs. That's 96. So I think those little things. Those little things, I think. Huh? I said you can do this. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dad. I'm like trying to run through. I was up last night trying to run through everything in my head. Oops, trying to prepare. I appreciate that. And I'm trying to. Okay, yeah, this is good. Okay. Yeah, kids can sit here. Okay. The volunteer just told me you can do it. Thanks, Mr. Dad. I needed that. Wait. So we're gonna go with the right here. So far. Okay. So we have exactly 1 hour until they get here. I have the seats and everything set up, so I'm gonna put out the little index cards that I made them. I just cut up a pieces of cardstock paper, and we're gonna do it that way. Yeah. And then maybe like towards the end, I'll just let them paint or whatever if they have some extra time to kill or something. But yeah, 1 hour. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna pass out. Everyone gets an index card. Actually, no. Let's clean up the tables first. The tables are filthy. God, I'm so nervous. Ooh, is this wobbly? Okay, that's good. Still don't know the age group. OMG. Haven't heard anything from the program, from the camp. Which, I mean, that's whatever. That's typical. This table especially. What's going on? What is going on here? All right, we're still going. Everyone gets an index card. We're going to do a happy place activity. And then if we have enough time, there's still enough to do like the circle emotional state activity as well. So I'm just going to put 3 on each table. That was not 3. Hello. Good, how are you? Wait. Are you might be looking for the bank, you think? So this is when I realized, obviously I realized I didn't get any sound at all during this entire time they were here. So I'm just gonna tell you what happened. So when they walked in, clearly I could see it was multiple age groups. So I decided to just try to do both activities. We started with the younger kid activity. Well, first we started with meditation, music, and trying to, ask them questions about their feelings, ask them questions about their happy place. Do they know how to be grounded, and what does it mean to them to be grounded, and things like that. And then we went into the activity. We spent majority of the time doing that, and at that point, everyone just started painting and doing their own thing. So I kind of just let them vibe out, let them do their own thing, and try to like hone it into the happy place thing. But all in all, I think they enjoyed themselves. The older kids, were being older kids. I tried to do the second activity to kind of cater to them, but we didn't really get to that point. So I just think everyone enjoyed themselves. So just painting and learning about the happy place and being in the art gallery. I think we did good overall, and I'm proud of it for the time that I spent on it. Kind of blocking this out because obviously they're kids, but I just wanted to show, like, do you see how often they are coming up to my carts? It was chaos. It was chaos. It's like the minute I told them that they could paint, that's when I knew I messed up. That's when I knew I messed up. So many kids was everywhere. They was calling me back to their tables. They was touching me, just poking, trying to get my attention. It was a lot. But I just think this is so funny. Like, it's like my whole lesson plan went out the window, and I was like, okay, paint. And it was like, bet, I want some paint. But, yeah. They just left. Chaos. Pure chaos. It was chaos. I recorded a whole video. I recorded for a full 20 minutes, and my sound didn't record. I didn't get no sound. But it's cool. Um, wow. that was chaos. But I think the kids liked it. It was a mix of different ages, which I expected. I mean, I didn't know what ages was gonna come, but I kind of expected it to be multiple age groups because they didn't specify. So I'm glad they enjoyed it. I mean, I told the other kids like, I have another activity for you guys, but they kind of just did their own thing, which is cool. I figured that was gonna happen. But the younger kids seemed to be into it. It was cool. I mean.